The European qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup are fast approaching, and I'm ready to predict how all 12 qualifying groups, a record-breaking number, will unfold. Thanks to the brilliance of FIFA and Uefa, 8 teams remain unknown as their spots depend on the outcome of the Nations League quarterfinals. However, I believe the final standings in each qualifying group would remain the same, regardless of which teams secure those spots. For example, Germany or Italy would both almost certainly qualify directly from Group A. Yes, even Italy, despite missing back-to-back World Cups. They are simply far ahead of the other 3 teams. Slovakia under Francesco Calzona have built a solid identity and is the clear favourite to secure the playoff spot. However, Northern Ireland's recent progress has gone largely unnoticed, and they should be disappointed if they don't seriously contend for second place. In fact, I'm even gonna throw in a bold prediction that Northern Ireland finishes second ahead of Slovakia, thanks in part to the group's structure and also Northern Ireland's improvements, of course. Since both teams will likely earn similar results against Germany or Italy and Luxembourg, the head-to-head matchups between Northern Ireland and Slovakia could be decisive. I can definitely see Northern Ireland edging a win in Belfast and ultimately securing second place on goal difference, provided they maximize their chances against Luxembourg. Unlike in the last Nations League season, I don't see Northern Ireland letting a 2-goal lead slip against Luxembourg. They've learned their lesson, but yes, Slovakia are a bit better than Northern Ireland, and this is an upset. As for Luke Holt's Luxembourg, a project 15 years in the making, they might have been contenders for the top 2 finish if not for their recent decline. Given their current form though, a 4th place finish seems inevitable. Switzerland will be disappointed if they don't top Group B to qualify for a 6th straight World Cup, an incredible streak for a non-powerhouse nation, even though they're still good of course. However, their inconsistency under Murat Yakin makes that anything but a certainty. Sweden, despite missing consecutive major tournaments, have made real strides under Jon Dahl Tomasson, or JDT as the cool kids call him. The main question mark surrounding Sweden is that they haven't proven themselves against strong teams, unless you generously want to put Slovakia in that category. But I'm gonna excuse JDT's mediocre early friendlies, since he was just experimenting them. With exciting players in good form and clear tactical improvements, Sweden have a legitimate shot at direct qualification. In fact, I'm so confident in their trajectory that I see them winning the group, despite stiff competition from Switzerland and Slovenia. And no, my accent has nothing to do with this prediction. Slovenia under Maciej Kek has built a well-structured, disciplined side. If everything falls into place, they could even challenge for the top spot. Realistically though, the playoff route is their best path, though I expect them to finish in a close 3rd. Kosovo have the X factor to trouble any team in this group on a good day, but their inconsistency remains their Achilles heel, plus that they aren't in great form. While capable of pulling off an upset, they're unlikely to sustain that level over a full campaign and will finish last. If you're enjoying this video, hit like and subscribe. It really helps me make more content like this for you. Portugal will win Group C if they unexpectedly lose their Nations League quarterfinal. Otherwise, Denmark, now seemingly past their slight slump, should take the top spot. I expect them to qualify directly, likely by the slimmest of margins, possibly on goal difference. They have the group's strongest squad though. Greece, despite going through 3 managers in 2024, has made huge strides in recent years and is enjoying a level of stability not seen in over a decade. If Ivan Jovanovic continues to build on Gus Poyet's work, they should at least secure second place and even have a real shot at winning the group. A refreshing change after 5 straight missed tournaments. Scotland under Steve Clarke have gone from being an afterthought to a team capable of qualifying for major tournaments. Like Denmark and Greece, they could top this group. However, their inconsistency is a concern. They qualified for Euro 2024 thanks to a strong start, but then struggled for nearly a year before bouncing back with 2 crucial Nations League wins to avoid relegation. While Scotland can beat almost anyone on their day, I rate Denmark slightly higher and prefer Greece's trajectory. That said, the top 3 should finish within a single point of each other, regardless of the order. As for Belarus, they'll finish last, whether they play at home or not. France or Croatia would both be favoured to top Group D, while Ukraine is definitely the group's second best. Iceland have recently taken baby steps in the right direction, but top 2 is outside their reach in this qualifying campaign. Fernando Santos Azerbaijan can't finish higher than 4th in this group. That was quick, but so what? Not every group has to be an essay. Spain or the Netherlands will win Group E, even though Turkey is somewhat of a bogey team for the Dutch. Although Turkey are notoriously unpredictable, they're strong enough to clinch the runner-up spot. Georgia have improved a lot in recent years, but they're too inconsistent to finish 2nd over 6 matches. But they will surely challenge Turkey, at least. Given how low Bulgaria's bar was, they actually showed improvements in the Nations League. They'll still finish last though. Denmark or Portugal will win Group F, which I say with such certainty due to Hungary's slight decline last year. However, Marco Rossi's side is still good and favourites to clinch the runner-up spot. The Republic of Ireland have shown marginal improvements and did recently defeat Hungary at home, but I'd fancy the Hungarians to win in Budapest and obtain more points over a full qualifying campaign. Although Armenia can trouble better teams on a good day, they're too inconsistent to finish higher than 4th. Spain or the Netherlands, who should change their name, will top Group G. Poland, despite bottling their spot in League A of the Nations League and being far from extraordinary, are clear frontrunners to finish in 2nd. Not so long ago, Finland would have been contenders for the runner-up spot, but their decline has been dramatic. Finland having a new manager is about the only thing they have going for them, and that's hardly an inherent advantage, even though it was definitely time for Kanerva to go. It will be interesting to see if Jakob Friis can make Finland exceed my prediction, which places them 3rd in the group. Lithuania are so terrible that I even slightly favor Malta to finish ahead of them. If Austria play to their full potential, they should win Group H and qualify for their first World Cup since 1998. Ralf Rangnick has done an excellent job. Romania, also absent from the World Cup since 98, has improved in recent years and should secure 2nd place, especially given how weak the qualifying group is. Bosnia and Herzegovina were in such a bad state that just earning 2 points in a Nations League A group is significant progress by their current standards. Whether Sergei Barbares can lead them back to the World Cup remains to be seen, but for now, 3rd place is the best prediction. Cyprus are better than San Marino and will finish 4th. Germany or Italy will win Group I. They're just miles clear of the competition. Although Israel have improved a bit recently and can't be underestimated, Norway should be able to comfortably finish in 2nd with the player material they have, despite being far from perfectly managed. Estonia have by their standards shown promise under Jürgen Henn, and I expect them to eclipse Moldova, who'll finish in 5th. Belgium should top Group J despite their shaky form and uncertain managerial situation. Their squad remains strong despite being in transition, and it'll be interesting to see what Rudi Garcia can do. Wales under Craig Bellamy is the clear favourite for 2nd place, and has historically troubled Belgium, though the Belgians should still be able to edge them out for 1st. Comparing North Macedonia and Kazakhstan is tricky, since they played in different Nations League divisions, but even in League C, Kazakhstan likely wouldn't have matched North Macedonia's Group C4 performances. It's disappointing that Kazakhstan couldn't build on their impressive, albeit unsuccessful, Euro qualifying run, their best ever. As for Liechtenstein, they'll finish last. England will win Group K, no need to overthink it. I'm curious to see how they play under Thomas Tuchel, but even with Gareth Southgate they were dominant in qualifiers. That's unlikely to change with a Champions League winning manager. Serbia, while talented on paper, remain wildly inconsistent. They can beat anyone on a good day. The problem is, those days are rare. England are still the clear favourites. And let's not forget the eagle in the room, Albania. This is likely the strongest Albanian team ever, thanks in part to Slovenia's excellent management. He's had some great ideas, but not everyone does. For example, allowing Albania and Serbia in the same group is not the smartest thing to do. These countries have a history. And you might remember that a match between them was abandoned in the Euro 2016 qualifiers. Plus that Serbia had a similar incident before that too. With this in mind, and due to my edgy teenager tendencies, even though I'm 25, I'm predicting that Albania will be awarded a victory in one of the matches with Serbia, whether you think it's the right decision by UEFA or not. And don't get me wrong, Albania can of course beat Serbia for real too, and vice versa. Look, I want Albanians and Serbs just sitting in a ring, holding hands and singing Kumbaya as much as the next guy, but I see one of these matches boiling over. even though I of course don't want that to happen. Victories against Latvia, Andorra, and at least one versus Serbia should be enough for Albania to secure the runner-up spot. When it comes to Latvia, they should finish higher than Andorra, but an upset is not inconceivable. France or Croatia will win Group L, but the Czech Republic should be right behind them, only a couple of points off Croatia. The Czechs are underrated and were extremely unlucky at the last Euros. When it comes to Montenegro, time will tell if their Nations League triumph over Turkey was a fluke or not, but for now you can't predict them to finish higher than third. The Faroe Islands avoided relegation from League C of the Nations League, a great accomplishment for a team of their size. They're definitely better than Gibraltar, but not better than this video.